Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horde of the Abyss. Here we are once again in the Forged in Fire campaign. In the map, New Order. Well, we're going to have some orders right now, such as actually using this spell scroll of Town Portal, which will be useful in order to actually get back here and sort some of this stuff out, eh? Got eyes on Murdoch, and also this light blue Keymaster's tent, and the fact that Henrietta needs to get over here anyway. So let's have Henrietta return to Larimar. We might as well use the bank over here to just purchase these remaining armadillos. And then we'll teleport over to La Mayoire and proceed. We don't have the money yet for an upgraded Serpentarium, otherwise I would actually use that right now. But that's okay, we'll proceed for now. We can even proceed over to the Trailblazer, that'll be good. We'll block the way, but that's okay because you're the last person moving this turn. Let's end turn. So as for Winona over here, we're going to have her access this mercenary camp. That'll be nice. I wonder if we've actually got access to this now. We're quite sorry, but we refuse to move out of here and let you through. If you'd bring us 15 gems and 7,500 gold, then we could move into another comfortable home. Yes, it's very comfortable standing next to the light blue Keymaster's tent. Okay, well let's have you teleport up to Rotwang. This will just immediately give us a lot more vision in the surrounding area, which will be useful. Like we can now know that we can actually go through these Sentinel Automata and through the Keymaster and gain access to this gold mine if we're prepared to tangle with some mighty Gorgons. Could be interesting. Just having her in general move around this area will be quite useful, even if she can't take many of the fights themselves, because she's not actually got an army right now, but you know, we'll have a look around. These champions are sort of in the way of this abandoned mine as well. There's a lot of Gorgons blocking mines. There's some dreadnoughts blocking this warehouse of Gem. That's right, Gem built that warehouse of her own bare hands. Let's see what else we have. We've got a Necklace of Swiftness behind a Keymaster's tent. A border guard that requires a Keymaster's tent. What about up here? We're not going to engage the automata, but we can see. Interesting. Sort of fine of just scouting this turn with Winona. As for Henrietta, bit of a different story, of course. We're going to have you move up to the Trailblazer. But first, we'll have Philip here drop off some peoples, such as these halflings, the armadillos. Do you want to bring the Orgoi Korkoi? We might save those for now and just give those to our accomplice. Also, Morden is defeated. Let's see what this is here. You say Morton's forces have been defeated. Finally. Now that Rotwang is no longer in danger, we can go about gathering resources for our journey home. We'll need 125 ore, 125 mercury, 125 sulfur. However, getting such a load of supplies is a tall order, and there are very few mines around. To add insult to injury, there are no longer any markets to be found anywhere around Rotwang. Some of the Dark Elf merchants might still be here, but it won't be easy for them to bring their goods here, so I bet they'll gouge the prices as hard as they can. An interesting problem. Well, that's good to know, so I guess that's just how we get out of here. We have to gather the resources for the voyage home. They'll probably give us an artifact that unlocks the airship yard, probably something like that. That is my suspicion. Well, let's carry on with Henrietta. Let's access this Trailblazer and start making our way over, shall we? Excellent. Anything we can build, we're sort of broke. Rotwang can afford some stuff, though. It'd be good to get the Serpentarium and the Catacombs online. Let's dig out the Catacombs. That seems reasonable. Winona progressed by heaps and bounds in mastering the benefits of her friendship with the Coatls. Not so long ago I was chuckling as she tried to explain the job to her first feathered spire. Now we had a whole flock of nimble scouts scouring the clouds and keeping enemy airships from taking off. The Quaddles are much smarter than the Wyverns. Those would mindlessly throw themselves at our airship's propellers out of their habit to go at their prey's tail, and lost more than a dozen before getting the idea to attack the balloon. That's spelled wrong. Conversely, our Wigget friends knew the airship's weak points perfectly well, and so now we enjoyed decisive air superiority. Moreover, thanks to these amazing creatures, we knew of the traitor's well-fortified, impregnable fortress, and of at least 3 commanders from Kastore's growing army who had deployed their troops on the approaches to this bastion. We also knew of the ever-increasing dragon population, and of one very intriguing town, abandoned after the undead rose from their graves. There were intact manufactories and foundries in that town, which meant that with the undead laid to rest, we could produce some automatons for our own needs. That's interesting intelligence, good to know. Okay, Mystical Garden. What else have we got here? Got some ore, some wood. We can pick up the stuff here. Henrietta carries on with her mission, her quest. Shall we do this side first? I think so. Or the angels first. Depends if we can keep them off our grenadiers. Mind you, we got tactics. We're fine. Grab the ore.
Henrietta, that you? We thought Kastore had taken you too. Come on in, don't keep us waiting.
Yes, we'll enter, don't you worry. Alright, why no? And now I'm happy just to go around gathering resources. Seeing if there's anything useful we can do. These fights are sort of like, they're going to just bleed off units. Mind you, these acids have a very limited lifespan anyway, if we're honest. Still, gathering more stuff is useful. Just knowing what's happening on the map. Very handy. The derrick there. Let's go dig up next turn, shall we? What do we have to dig up here? The tomb is fresh, and even the shovel someone dug it with hasn't been stolen yet. You take up the ladder, cover your nose with a handkerchief, and manage to extract something valuable from the ground. Yes, the runes of eminency. Not to be confused with the rune skill. Alright, what else? Gold on the floor. There's a rally flag. Seems to be a path here. Alright, what's inside? We have some halflings.
Gather round, lads, we're about to move out.
Yes, you are. Right into my inventory. Excellent. We got the campfire here. There's a good campfire. There's this, but it's probably not going to reveal much. Just the tiny strip of land here. Shield of the Dwarven Lords. We'll take it. Grenadiers. Back to Airfoil, you say? I do say. We'll take the halflings here as well. Don't know how much we're going to, actively gather them, but it just means that area's just taken. So next we'll grab the light blue Keymaster's tent, which is important. And Thulug over here. It's just looting the ground, basically. There's lots of things on the ground that we can grab. Excellent. Probably then have to get back to gathering armadillos soon, but that's alright. How far are we off from upgrading our Coaddles? A bit. We are lacking crystal. It does sound like marketplaces are just not going to exist from that earlier dialogue, so that's good to know. In Rotwang, we do want to get that Serpentarium. But now that does mean we need that Mage Guild level 1, so let's get that now. Any spells available? No. It's a Mage Guild purely for tech. I guess it counts as a magic well. Alright, so there's another white keep border guard there. I guess we've already used a rally flag. More mighty Gorgons. Certainly revealed some useful terrain. This looks like the area where the undead sort of became a problem. Angel feather arrows could be exotic. There's the crystal we needed. I'm gonna go through the automata. I probably can, I'll just lose some wyverns, but that's okay. Alright, angel time. We should manage with tactics. I mean, A, they can't reach us in one turn anyway. Oh, you can technically reach that dude. I suppose I just have to sort of be prepared. The Quaddles are going to dive anyway, so... Let's... Are we going to haste these guys, or just fly? Let's slow them. Mind you, the Grenadiers are just going to murder a stack immediately anyway. Should be fine, you'd think. Yeah. There we go. Angels are dealt with.
Ah, someone worthy.
Now the Keymaster's tents are ours, and we have the Wayfarer's boots, a useful addition to our inventory. This Ring of Vitality could be useful if we go through the War Unicorns. I may do that. Sort of sweep in this direction towards that new town that's over here. We can manage. You're next. I do not accept this damage. I shall slow you. There we are. Wyverns dealt with. More attack skill. That's useful. I don't know if we want to go through the Warehouse of Sulfur, but now that we know we just outright need this amount of money, it's like, we're going to need to be looking after things like ore pits and stuff. There is a Warehouse of Wood there. I haven't seen any warehouses of ore just yet, but there probably is some around. Okay. Let's have this gold. It's lumber. More gold down here. What about over now in Rotwang? We can now build that Serpentarium. Excellent. This does have all of the signs of success on it. I haven't actually gone for Detonation at Death, which is interesting. Well done. Good enough. I'll take it. Money's good. Crusaders. Could potentially deal with Crusaders. See what the Seer's Hut is all about. But of course we do have access to these Keymasters' tents now, so we can do things like deal with the bounty hunters. This should be something Winona can deal with. Because we just cast Forgetfulness on them, right? And then they'll just walk over to us and then get killed. Do I have Force Field? I guess I could try to run away from them, give them the slow. Oh, they get morale anyway. Well, you're not even that dangerous, really. Just cast shield and go for it, I think. Okay, we lose one acid, that's fine. Take the gold mine. Oh, a major stable looms ahead. It's fenced with a palisade and well-armed swordsmen, seemingly experienced mercenaries, stand guard here. You begin pounding on the gate while the guards eye you up suspiciously. At length, the dark elf emerges on the landing above.
What with the ruckus?
We come from Rotwang. We need fresh horses.
Ha! Who does it these days? This is the guild stable, and no outsider's allowed to come in, much less to take our horses. We could pay.
The dark elf brow furrows, and after a moment of thought he says,
25,000 gold.
For 25,000 gold, I might consider opening the gate and pretending no one ever took any horses from here. That's an expensive one. There's the Warehouse of Ore. We should visit that. Alright. What do we think, Henrietta? The swarm of black dragons, okay. They guard that sulfur jealously. Do I want the Ring of Vitality now or later? Let's go for it now. We'll just slow down the horsies. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm being a little bit cavalier considering how many of them there are, but, you know. I mean, it helps when we're just the luckiest people who've ever lived, ever. Not a problem, apparently. Let's grab that Ring of Vitality. That'll give us a nice +1 health to our dudes. And then we'll proceed on our way. I think that was a worthy excursion. Detour, some might say. And you. Anything else we can grab, or we're just going to get you ready for the next turn? Now that I've remembered that we have the ability to town portal around, it's like, actually, not so bad to reinforce now, is it? It's still good to have this guy, though, to grab things like the money on the ground and the, you know, the quaddles, the armadillos from here and so on and so forth. Okay, let's end turn. Actually, I wonder if we're going to keep this guy. Also, you need to be here next turn so your various artifacts proc. Although, actually I say that, but we don't have any of these things. Never mind. Carry on. Speaking of carrying on, Rotwang. You can build a castle. Excellent. We get double coaddle production now. Important. Let's get 10 ore. There's a horde of gunslingers guarding the gem pond we might want to scab. Grab some more money. Anything else in this general direction that's doable? Throng of dendroid guards. Really, we just need a better army for you, but, you know. We'll do what we can. Obviously, we should probably get the quaddles on you at some point and actually, like, have that lore and gameplay, integration. Horde of Champions is a bit edgy. Lots of dreadnoughts. Yeah, we're sort of just a bit broken on stuff. If we do smash this automaton stack, though, we can then move up here, which will be good for scouting. So let's do that. Oh, 2 of them have gone for detonation at death. Let's see if we can manage it, shall we? Trying to avoid getting exploded on. Maybe it's not worth the risk. But... Failing to attack wasn't useful, but... There we go. We have the war machines. Do we want war machines? Probably not for the current money that's involved. What else do we have over here? Gems. Rally flag. Garrison of another big Keymaster's tent. Well, border guard. Alright, Henrietta. Let's have you make your way over to the mighty Gorgons. We'll defeat them easily, no doubt. Oh, it helps when you're the happiest halflings ever conceived. But don't do that. Alright, just give him the slow. Apparently it still is enough to lose a Gorgon. Alright, let's try again. Slow was good. Waiting was good. Let's see. Give him the bless. That'll do it. Excellent. Clear out the trogs. It's a gold mine. What about in this garrison? No idea what's in it. Lots of things, apparently. It wasn't quite so undefended after all. Let's prepare for the eventuality that we may have to brawl for a little bit longer. We'll issue a slow order to these enemies. Detonation of death, you say? This one and... Was it just 2 that activated it? Yeah, 2. So this one and this one are ready to detonate at death. Ooh, that's a lucky explosion. A little bit unsure about how deep to attack with these guys. I guess I can pounce and then retreat. Yeah. Didn't lose any there, that's good. These I can just activate invulnerability to go in deep. Can I ice bolt these guys down? Not really. I might need to restart so I can not have these guys in range of that attack. But maybe the regular halflings could fix it. Looks like we got away with it for now. We're going to get a heat stroke soon, that's my main issue. It's getting to be a lot of damage. Should we sandbag them in? I think we'll just defend. Okay. Because obviously this stack dying is going to mean a massive explosion. $19, $15. How much does my cure do? 120 health? It's almost a heal. I just lose a Quaddle there. Nice. Box him in! Poor halflings. So that would do it, but are we happy with that result? I'd like to do a bit better. Let's give it another try. I'd like to do it without losing the halflings. We can, of course, engage in Operation Baiting. Pulling the opponents in certain directions would be favourable to our intentions. Sort of getting in their way a bit wouldn't hurt either. Like if I invulnerable and attack here, that just prevents that guy from moving down at all. So that's good. A lucky strike there I will take. So far nothing's preparing to detonate a death. That is useful. Also, this is a free hit. No, it isn't, because he's actually not retaliated yet. Should I take the hit? I think I can manage it. Well, how much damage does he do? 40? It'd be a big ask for that to be tanked. Let's hit here instead. That was manageable. Okay. A nice lucky strike. Okay, this stack's detonating at death now. So attacking that's a bad move. Oh, I lost one. If that's all I lose, I'll live with that. Let's finish off this stack now. Oh, the morale I'll definitely take. What's your health? That's excellent. Oh, we lost another Quaddle. I mean, we can build them now, so it's not the worst deal, but I am trying to minimize the losses. And there we go. 2 Quaddles. It's acceptable. We even gained some knowledge after doing that. We have a free town. Well, how free is it? Very free. Excellent. Arcadia. Which, of course, can't build anything useful. Well, it can build these things, but it can't build the mechanical things. I'm sensing a theme. You might say a theme. I might teleport Wynonna over here at the end of our turn just to give us some vision. But for now, we will could certainly build a fort. Well, is it worth building a fort? We can't build a dwelling in time for the week to roll over. I suppose we just build it anyway. Or build a bank. We'll build some banks. And next turn we'll do like a big mega ultra buying finesse thing. Alright, you're here. Excellent. Is there a mage guild here? No, it's a very, very basic town. Okay. Not that there's a lot you can do. Well, we'll call it a video there. Thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.